probably would have got my phone around the same time, I'd say.
And everyone had like, a lot of your friends had like the flip razor phones.
Yeah.
Do you remember them?
Were they the ones that flipped up from the side? No, I'm thinking of the Nokias.
Yeah, remember them Nokias that
Everyone
went
had the
sided?
red and blue. They were red and blue.
white.
Red and white or blue and white.
Yeah.
There was 2 versions and fucking everyone
Everyone
had
had
them.
them. They were kind of like the fucking, like a laptop kind of shape. Like when you
Phones went mad for like a few years before smartphones came along. They were like,
did,
do you want to flip it?
They're really
slide
trying to innovate the next thing. Like,
Yeah. Because the flip phone was such a fucking hit. They were like, what if it came out from the side, twisted around 3
do you remember
times?
the twisted from the side? Yeah, do you remember that? And it was like, it went like, it twisted like a clock. You know what I mean? Like it went that way. Like, you can't see it on the palm.
Yeah, circular.
Like circular, yeah, it was so weird.
They were fucking weird, yes. Yeah. And I remember phones with, like mobile phones with, what are they called? Antennas or...
Yeah, antennas, yeah.
Is that what they were called? I feel like they had another name for when they were on a phone. Anyway, it doesn't make a difference. With little antennas on them.
I think you're right, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it.
Anyway, yeah, maybe it'll come to you later after the pod is over.
Yeah. But did you ever pay for any ringtones?
No, never.
I never did. I don't think I was allowed.
No, I used to record the ringtone, even more off the radio or something. So I'd be like, fucking, I don't know, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's what that song is.
At least.
Yeah, like looking at my friend, like, that's what that song is. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
At least it was on your phone, on your ringtone. Because like you'd see people listening to those
recordings.
recordings.
Yeah. That was like, that was a bad time as well.
Yeah. Like kids now don't know that.
No,
you know what I mean?
They
Like,
never will.
They never know like how shit quality.
How primitive the technology was in like 2004, 2005.
It was like coming along and very primitive at the same time.
That's
so
it. It was
weird
coming along
fuck.
great, but like there was a lot of stuff being thrown at the wall and a lot of misses.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Like I feel like I'm not too sure on this because I've never played one, but I think that says something in itself. Have you ever owned a GameCube?
No.
Yeah, I feel like they were shit.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had a PS2.
Never heard someone say anything good about GameCube.
No. I think I've played it a few times. Like I can't remember what I played on it. I think I'm not too sure what games were on it. Like, yeah. I'm sure all the Nintendo classics were on it.
That was probably one of the worst consoles at the end I can think of.
Yeah, I had a PS2.
PS2 was the best. Yeah.
Had a Game Boy
Fucking
Advance.
San Andreas and Tony Hawk's Underground and Underground 2 and
all that shit.
Yeah. Unreal.
Unreal. Best console ever.
Played them for hours.
Yeah. Forever.
Actual hours. I can't play. I don't know if it was just because I was younger, but I just can't play games.
I think it's a bit
used to.
about that.
Yeah.
Like, as you get older, you're not as
engaged. Or something.
Yeah. It was fascinating the first time playing San Andreas. The first time playing GTA 3 was fascinating. Like,
yeah. I remember playing GTA 1 on the fucking PlayStation.
Instead of
that
Wii.
wasn't fucking...
It wasn't that
fascinating.
mind blown. I was like, what is this clunky
Fascinating.
top down drawn game? Like, what's going on here?
Have you ever played GTA 2?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's exactly the same as GTA 1, but
right.
faster.
That's why no one fucking talks about it then.
Yeah. And then there was GTA London as well.
Yeah, I had that as well.
That was more like an expansion or something.
Yeah,
wasn't
with
it?
one of them. I'm not
I
sure.
just remember the little orange guys going around. It's like, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and the same music playing over and over again. Oh.
And you're on the phone.
Yeah. I remember all that vividly because I only got one of them. Remember they revamped the PlayStation?
Yeah.
And that's one of the games.
Clunky as shit though, isn't it? Like, the PS2 really was a good step up from the PS1.
Man,
Like,
it was insane. Like,
Yeah.
Like, there was no step like that for the PS2 to the PS3, in my opinion. There was a big step up, but like, there was a much bigger leap from 1 to 2 than there ever be.
And any other console. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unreal. Because, like,
just a lot of nerds just were like, see that PlayStation 1, I can do that better.
And they did.
Yeah, fair play to them.
Yeah. I had, remember the N-Gage? The hack of the N-Gage, remember that?
What is it? I know what
Nokia
it
tried
is.
to make like a handheld games
Yeah,
console, and it was
yeah.
like the cards or the games were little tiny, like, what would be a micro SD card now if I
Yeah.
can remember correctly. But back then it seemed like, look, how would you possibly find that card? Like, do you know what I mean?
And they had like proper games on it as well.
Oh yeah, they had like fucking
titles you
Tekken
know.
and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, it was loads of stuff
That's
on it.
crazy. I haven't thought about that since.
The N-Gage, yeah.
Or did you have a PSP?
Never had a PSP. I mean, one of my friends had it and I hated it.
Yeah, I same. I
It
just
was
didn't like
so bad.
the
like,
feel of
yeah,
it. It was
you
just
couldn't
wrong.
concentrate. It was
the analogs.
Yeah, the analogs
That's what it was.
terrible, yeah.
Because I know someone who got analogs and put them on, and it was deadly.
really,
Yeah.
The PS Vita is meant to be like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it looks exactly the fucking same as the PS1 or PSP.
Yeah. I just handheld games consoles. Games consoles don't interest me in the slightest anymore.
No.
So a handheld games console wouldn't interest me at all. Like playing games on my phone, I'll do that every so often. I'll download a shitty game.
Yeah.
First ad comes on, delete it.
Yeah,
just like,
done with this
fuck
shit.
this
Like,
shit. Yeah.
I remember back in the day about how hooked everyone was on Snake. I know everyone said it to death, but like that's mad.
Snake,
like,
yeah. Remember the Pairs game you used to unlock you 33 times as well?
If I saw it, I'd know it.
Yeah, it was like you've torn over a card and there's like a fucking star or something. You turn over another card and you have to find it.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Fucking all them old games were unreal. For what they were, like.
Definitely, yeah.
Think about the screen capability that game had, like.
Yeah, it was just green with fucking black cubes in it, like black squares.
The screen maybe had 64 of those black squares for it to work with, you know what I mean?
64 of the screen.
Yeah, I'd say that's me guessing now, but yeah.
I'd say you're probably right, probably less.
Yeah, it probably is less, to be honest.
32.
Yeah. That's why we always call it 3210. Right there.
Write that down.
Because if it's not, it will be.
It is now. That's facts. They're fucking hack facts.
Hack facts, yeah. I'll have to start doing them. Put them up on the Twitter and shit like that.
Hack facts.
Hack facts.
Stuff that isn't none of it's real.
It could be, but we didn't look it up.
We didn't look it up, yeah. Stuff that we just assumed made sense.
Oh, fucking... One of the worst things about the 90s, not the 90s, the fucking 2000s, or the noughties. As we were saying earlier. I said it at the start by accident because we were talking about it earlier.
No, I said it earlier. I didn't want to say that.
It's such a gay fucking word for fucking...
It's so British and shit.
Is that what it is, British?
It has to be.
Something doesn't sit... Not that it's British and it doesn't sit right with me.
I just picture Hugh Grant saying it. And I'm just like, oh, I hate that word. Like, hate Hugh Grant.
Yeah, or that. Like... You picture it on like a gossip magazine.
Yeah,
exactly. Or a newspaper or something.
Yeah, and it's always fucking gossip magazines. My man used to be mad for gossip magazines, but the internet kills.
Yeah, all magazines, not just gossip
Crime
magazines.
Yeah.
You don't even see that. I think you do see that.
I think in Tesco's though, they'll be around forever. Like they'll have fan base of kids who want posters on their walls.
Yeah, which is always going to.
Exactly,
It's
and it was great when we were kids. We probably talked about it before, but like,
yeah, but I had boxes of fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was fully into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, what's weird about the 2000s compared to now is how big the UFC is now compared to how small it was, like from the year 2000 to 2006, 2007. Like,
what was it in 2002?
What?
Like, who were the big lads?
Pride would have been bigger.
So it was like Tito and Chuck?
It would have been Tito and stuff. I'd say Shamrock and all. To be honest with you,
that
area of MMA is a bit blurry to me.
That's the one I know. It's the one I know the best, but I've no idea when it happened.
Yeah. I think
I've seen all that,
like 2005, 2006, 2007, around then. Like,
yeah.
But I mean before that, like, but they started the 2000s, like
Randy Couture, BJ Penn, and all.
Yeah. And there would have been like. A lot of the lads would have been going to Japan to fight in Pride. Like, that's where, like, when like Anderson Silva got fucking. Did you ever see that heel hook team? It's like,
oh yeah, your man fucking jumps at him with his legs, pulls it out from under him and makes it tap. That's fucking insane.
I'm pretty sure that the first Pride was 2000.
Yeah, that makes sense. So. Yeah. But it's mad how far it's come.
I know, yeah. It's definitely just
now you've got like the McGregors of the world and shit like.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a fucking side note, speaking of the hack of McGregor. Do you remember before his last fight, this only happened today, before his last fight he was like, with Poirier, he's like, I'm going to give $500,000 to his charity fight, or his charity thing. Poirier called him out on Twitter and he was like, oh, it's a donation, not a debt and all this. I'm like, fucking hell, man.
Jesus.
Chill.
Holy God.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
The hack of him, man. Like, why would you come out and say that? Like, no, I'm going to give you $500,000 and then talk cheek back to someone about it. And your man Poirier was like, no, forget about it. Like, I don't care anymore.
What a dickhead.
Yeah. And they're fighting again now. But anyway, the hack McGregor, fuck him.
Fuck him. You'd love to do a whole episode on that alone.
We definitely could, man.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to end up like that one.
We're
going to run out of shit.
You're going to run out of shit and we're talking about Hack McGregor.
Yeah, people are just going to get a fierce lashing.
Just me and you just getting fucking hammered. Just fucking.
That's what it will fucking.
That's what it's going to end up.
Devolve down to.
Alan Bruce.
But I preferred UFC back. I wasn't watching it necessarily in 2006, 7 or whatever. But like that's the shit I started watching when I did start watching it, if that makes sense. It was like reruns they'd have on. And there was just more chance of some mad shit going down back then.
Definitely, yeah.
Like now people are so well trained. You've got like when George St. Pierre was the best fighter in the world. That's
George St. Pierre.
Pierre. That's what I said.
No, it's because he has hair now.
Oh yeah, his blonde too. He looks ridiculous.
There's someone put toothpaste on his head.
I looked at that picture for about 10 minutes. I was like, it just looks photoshopped. I know it's not, but I can't not think that's photoshopped.
But yeah,
when he was the best fighter, which I think was maybe around 2010, ish. Like that's when it was starting to get a bit boring.
Yeah. But he's boring to watch, anyway.
That's what I mean.
And
everyone came up then thinking he was the best fighter, which he was at the time. He was the best fighter, so like everyone was like, "Oh, I ain't going to fight like that."
Yeah, there's a lot of. I suppose there's a lot more characters in it now than there was for a while. There's a lot more kind of just bald-headed
goons.
Yeah.
Like Chuck Liddell was just a loud boy. Like, it just felt like anyway.
Matt Serra, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like all them. Like
Mark Hughes.
Yeah.
Fucking.
There's loads of Grey Maynard, all them. They're all just big fucking bald meathead lads. Like, you know what I mean?
Now that it feels a bit more varied.
Definitely does.
I was watching it before there was women or like even like
I know,
fly or featherweight or any of that. Like it's mad.
Featherweight is like only around the last few years. Like.
Yeah, well, it's actually probably been around
10 years.
now.
True. But like the last 10 years, like 2010 to 2021, have been the quickest 11 years of everything. Like it's
fucking right. I don't know if that's just time or
it's both, but like
it's
definitely more blurry than any. Definitely a lot more substance abuse.
Yeah, on our end.
Fucking
right.
No doubt. That's what I mean. Like I'm not talking about someone else.
No,
it's not about me. But the 2000s was also a time where like metal was like big as well for like
everyone.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily everyone.
No,
but like it had a much larger
following because of Jackass and stuff, because of CKY and all that stuff.
I feel like that kicked it off. That and like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Because of the soundtracks of those games.
Right. And as well with San Andreas and Vice City had a lot of rock stuff that everybody knew. Like.
They had something for everyone.
But that definitely kicked off that. Like when you think about Jackass. You know, the people that like started skateboarding and stuff that we know, you know what I mean?
I was fucking was way too fat to be on it as far as I remember trying
I
to push a skateboard.
Like,
I can still never good at it.
No. But yeah, the thing with Jackass, it made skateboarding huge and we were all mad at skateboarding. Yeah.
It really fucking did. All the characters like Bam Margera and all.
Exactly, And then the music and all and that, everyone was just mad for metal music. And, you know what I mean? Well, here at least, like, it was not everyone, but like a lot of people I knew. Like, I have a lot of friends.
Here in England and all, I feel like,
definitely.
100%. Like, there was so many of them. Like, not many of them, many of us who were into it in our fucking secondary school. Like,
that's it,
so many. It's crazy. And like there was gigs all the time over here, like loads of metal gigs and stuff. Like, I feel like that doesn't happen as much.
No, it definitely doesn't. No, metal died at death, man.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Like you still get the bigger acts coming over, like Metallica will still come over or whatever, Guns N' Roses and shit.
Yeah.
But like the kind of like Machine Head and stuff
don't come over. You know, are they still going? Are all these bands?
Yeah, as far as I know.
I don't pay attention to it, so maybe they are,
Sometimes I'll check in on someone's Spotify I haven't looked at, or never looked at, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Go, I do that all the time.
And go, Jesus Christ, they have fucking 5 albums. I've never even heard of them. Like,
yeah. I like checking it, like, you're going on to, like, similar bands. You ever got on Spotify? Similar acts or whatever. People also listen to, like...
I'll go on and look at people that I'm never going to listen to.
I'll
go on and look at Limp Bizkit's discography and see what's happened. You know what I mean? It's like, have they ever, like, do they still do it? Because, like, what's the crack?
I'm not checking on the activity of acts. How long has it passed?
Like. Well, I really don't want to hear, but I kind of want to see what's going on.
Not so past, but long past your fucking, like, care. Like,
most people's care.
The world gets, like, I was just, like, checking in on the Deftones.
They were a band and I always hated. Why do they sound like that? It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's just moany shit.
What is it? Yeah, it's
moany baloney.
It's like, oh, do you want to hear the worst part of Korn for fucking 13 minutes or whatever? No.
That's pretty much what they're doing, and Disturbed took
oh man.
There's another band I fucking hate.
Disturbed.
They were like a type of person. People that like Disturbed were like cringy.
Especially like when they first came out, like they were what they were, like Down with the Sickness, all that. But when they started covering Land of Confusion, Do you remember that?
And you got like these
Yeah,
like
did a few big songs.
goatee dudes, like it's the best lads with goatees and lots of bracelets kind of came out. That, like, there was like a whole
jingly jangly
jokers, man. They're just fucking idiots, man. The lads that do put up joker memes this day and age, and they're like in their 30s and they all have like goatee beards and Batman tattoos. Like, you know what I mean? You fucking go. Oh man.